This is a climate damn emergency.
Climate change is the great moral challenge of our generation.
The word urgent is totally applicable to the current crisis that we're in because countries are simply not getting the job done.
You interfere with Mother Nature, this is what you get.
Climate change is now much more dangerous than we had predicted 5 to 10 years ago.
Science is there. You know, you got to believe the facts and you got to do something to help us.
This whole island, Masig, is our library. It has knowledge, it has history, it has ancestral connection which ties us back to this land. Masig is our maternity ward. This Masig is our hospital. This island is our supermarket. It provides us with our food, it feeds us, it gives us shelter.
For these Torres Strait Islanders, time is running out. Rising sea levels, more extreme weather and coastal erosion are consuming some of the 17 inhabited islands where Indigenous people have lived for thousands of years.
The weather never used to be like this. So you see, probably in the last 10 years I've seen about 20 meters of land being washed away.
Weather patterns lately has been quite abnormal. With the king tides that's been coming into our community, I haven't seen anything like that before.
The water come into the community, and I was thinking of the future generations, how we go survive.
Scientific modelling suggests the sea level here could rise by 80 centimetres by the end of this century. That would mean the kinds of devastating weather events that normally occur once every 100 years could hit low-lying islands like Boigu every few days.
At this point, we're not going to eliminate catastrophic climate change impacts entirely. Some of them we're already dealing with, but we can prevent the worst impacts from playing out if we act boldly within the next decade.
Right now, not tomorrow, not next year.
Because of the impacts and the effects of climate change, we believe that our
Hey, I'm in the camera. Look for Peter.
Boigu Island is the island I love. We live here and we die here. Our grandfathers and fathers die here, mothers, grandmothers. This is our home.
Our human rights are being violated.
And this is our cemetery. End part of the island, western point, and the lowest part. And we worry about the loved ones. Scary when water rises. Climate change happen now. It's happening now.
Our ancestors survived off drinking fresh water along the wells they dug out through this island. Now most of the wells are near the shorelines now. They used to be inland. This water here is not drinkable.
I thought we were going to lose this coconut tree.
Masig resident Hilda Mosby hopes that building higher seawalls will protect the island, at least in the short term. As they wait for construction to start, there are days when locals here struggle to keep the rising sea from inundating the community.
It is nerve-wracking. You go to sleep, but you don't sleep. Will you be here tomorrow? So we're doing everything we can to stay where we are.
Unfortunately, the science tells us that in the coming decades, some of these island communities will become uninhabitable and have to be relocated. Planning for that needs to really begin now.
It's going to be so traumatizing. It's really scary to think about that. We're Australians, and if this happens, we'll be climate change refugees in our own country. How can that be possible?
Torres Strait Islanders, like Kebe Tamu, have asked Prime Minister Scott Morrison to come and see the impacts for himself.
It's pretty hard to see weather pattern change in Canberra,
In a statement, the Minister for Indigenous Australians, Ken Wyatt, said the Morrison government is aware of the risks and is helping Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities build their resilience and prepare for the impacts of climate change.
Everybody must be aware. It's an emergency.
Upstairs, downstairs, next door.
I want my children, my grandchildren to live here and to experience the life that we experienced growing up.